Alright, welcome back to another redstone tutorial. Today is going to be a tutorial, maybe less on the tutorial side, and more just looking at the item collection method that Impulse showed us, oh man, almost 8 years ago, where we're able to now tile this redstone and filter out all the items that we want as a stream or hoppers go above it. And today, what we're going to do is look at different variances on how we can really optimize what Impulse did so long ago to make storage maybe a little different than just tiling a whole bunch of these up. It was meant to be tileable, and that was the beauty of what he did. But sometimes you might not have 20, 30 items that you need to collect. It might only be 2 or 3. And so there's a few different layouts that we're going to explore today that can maybe make that redstone a little bit better or maybe a little more aesthetically pleasing. So let's jump in. Okay, and to get started, what we're going to do is just start by building the Impulse item collector just like he designed it. So we're going to start by putting a block in the ground, one side to side, a repeater pointing into this block with a redstone torch. Next, we're going to put 3 blocks on top, get out our comparator, which is going to be comparing what's in the hopper, and then 3 redstone dust. That's the simple part. The other part is actually pretty simple too. We're going to put some double chests here, extra block on top of this, get out our hoppers, and run them in. And that is pretty much the whole thing. That's why people have been building these for so long, because they work well. Now all we need to do is put in what block we're going to filter. So we'll start with 64 of these and whatever filter block you want. Now I renamed mine so that nothing would ever come in and mess with this filter. So I put 4 of those in and you'll see it stopped at 41. Now this is a magical number because if we put another one of these right next to it, it means this redstone signal will never cross over and make the other one go. And that's why Impulse's item sorter has been used for so long, because it's easy to build and it's tileable. You can build as many of these as you want next to each other and you can collect your items. Now let's check in on the variances of this. All right, and the first variant that we're going to work on is actually a 2 wide, and this will be tileable just like it is. But sometimes maybe instead of wanting a whole bunch of these chests facing one direction, you want them side by side. So more of a double chest this way. Now what's great about this is in this first example, we can actually come in here and let's say that a ton of these stone bricks are flowing through. Well, we can set that up and we can set up one right by it with the exact same thing. So instead of having 2 chests that you've always got to look through because you've put one here and here, then now you have to look in this one, look in that one. Now you're just going to get all 44 of those coming in. Sounds simple, but a lot of times, at least I don't think about just putting them this way and having 2 of these filter into one set of chests. So there's a quick, easy variant. The next is going to be kind of build on that. Let me get it set up and we'll look at that one too. All right, this next one is pretty much the same setup we had there. So we're going to put in our double chest the exact same way that we did over there. But this time, my thought is what if I have a whole bunch of different farms and I actually want the wheat and the seeds to be in the same chest? I don't need them to be separated out perfectly. Well, you can still do it this way. So you can set it up. Like we should put a whole stack in there so we can see it filter down. We can put the seeds in, put a stack in there and our filter. And now those are just going to go in the same chest. Now that might seem like, well, why do you have an item collection system if you're just going to put them in the same chest? Well, the benefit here is if you want all of this to maybe be in one building, have it go to a different one, or maybe you just want to keep doing this side by side and have similar type items in one without doing one of those really complex item sorters, you could at least get 2 in one chest. All right, this next one is maybe something you don't know about how these filters work. And so I think this is actually pretty cool. If you are building out a room, and maybe let's say you're at a skeleton spawner, and you're not going to be collecting 10, 20 different items. You're only going to be collecting 2 or 3. Well, you can actually come in and let's say there is your arrows, your bones, and then everything else. Well, if you set these filters up and you put in, well, let's get out some bones real quick so we can pretend like that's what we're collecting. The easy thing is to be able to say, hey, I want to put a whole stack of bones and set up the filter just like we did. Well, if we take this and we put 11 in here, 11 here, 11 here, 11 here. Now, when we put a full stack of bones in, you're going to see that that's going to go all the way down to just 1 bone. Let's speed up that so we get down to 1. All right, so that's going to make it pretty awesome to be able to have this many filter items in and for it to have it go all the way down to 1. Now, this does not work to be tileable. At this point, you cannot come in and put another one here because there'll be too much signal strength when that gets a full stack of bones and it will lead over into this one and drain it. So this is only for the time when you are going to be putting them not tileable. But this is a really great option, especially if those items are coming in fast, because now I can pick up 63 of them here. Had to do my math there for a minute, where this one can only pick up 23 of them. So this is going to be a lot better for those smaller farms that maybe you need to collect a whole bunch really quick. This is going to do perfect for you, and you can stack them a little bit different that way. But there's one thing I should show you that makes this even better. Okay, and for this last one, it's really just this same one, but I want to talk a little bit about how stacks work and how this comparator is reading what's in here. So in Minecraft, we have things that stack to 64, things that stack to 16, and things that stack to 1. So you've probably seen you can never stack your shovels. And that's what is considered a full stack. So what's great about this is snowballs are super easy to get. We can get them really fast, really quick. And so when we come in to an item filter, you only actually need to put 3 in this one. I've just put 4. 3 in this one, 3 in this one, and 2. And when you put a full stack, which I'm not going to do, I'm just going to put, I don't know, let's go to like 7. You'll see, hope I didn't put a second one in that last one, so we can get to that count of 1. So it's going to be a lot easier to get 11 snowballs than this one where we put 44 dirt. So that is a simple way that you can make this filter a lot easier and a lot quicker because snowballs are so easy to get, and get that stacked down to 1. Now, that's not a lot of differences of what this first one is. It's really just how the chests are set up. What items are you putting in, whether it's double the same item into 1, 2 different items into 1, being able to bring your item filter so it brings that item down to 1, or doing it even super simple. So y'all, that is going to do it for this tutorial. Hopefully that gives you some ideas on how you can extend what Impulse did almost 8 years ago, or maybe longer now, and get some really cool different ways that you can sort your items and not always have the same view that you've always had of those. Hopefully it can give you some ideas on how you can stack up or change this item collection so you can have a better one in the future. And again, watch for these to come into my AchromatiCraft. I'm already thinking about this one behind us for my carrot and potato farm. So watch for that to come soon. And if you haven't checked out that episode, go look up AchromatiCraft, where we're changing our whole world into grayscale only blocks. So go check it out. And again, thanks for watching this tutorial. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and we'll talk to you soon.